able to make a difference. And really, that's why we set up the Brain and Body Foundation, not just to educate, as we're doing right now, but also to support, not treat now, because you treat a disease. What we use, the approach we use is called the building strength approach. And basically it means that the body, the physical brain has its own potential to fix itself, to repair itself, to restore itself, to regenerate itself, if given the right tools, if given the right environment, if given the right nutrition. And so that's the approach we started using, and it's going on, gosh, well, 4 years now. 4 years. 2015, that's going on 5 years, when we really started and we started seeing that we could make a difference, especially in Nigeria, where, as you know, we don't have enough access to health care. 200 million people, 70% of childbirths do not occur in a hospital or under the expert care of a physician. So there's a lot that can go wrong. But we're fortunate to help to make a difference, and we're hoping that we can help to spread this information around the country. On our show today, we have not a physician, not a doctor, but actual parents who brought their child to the foundation, and they've come to talk about their story and more importantly, talk about how you, as a new parent, can take better care of your child, give you a sense of hope if you're going through a similar experience, and altogether just, give you some kind of wisdom and direction. So without further ado, we're going to say take a watch, take a listen to this video, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm here with, what's his name again? Darius Dominic. All right, so case of hypoxic encephalopathy, I believe. Let's speak now with HIE. Why do I keep forgetting what that means? Anyway, problem with the brain. What could he not do before? He's been on omega 3s. So
he couldn't try to sit up by himself, standing up by himself.
Couldn't stand up by himself.
Yes. But right now he can stand. When he grabs something, he tries to stand.
Okay.
He can stand. Even when he's lying down, he can sit up. But before, he will just be rolling until you carry him up by himself before he will sit. But right now, when he's lying down, he wants to sit down. He will sit up by himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And he was on a cover ball and what before?
And 3.
Fish oils.
Yeah, physiotherapy.
And physiotherapy.
Yeah.
And did you get this, and cod liver oil? Did you get this kind of response before on this?
No, no.
No. So you're saying the only thing that made the difference now is what?
The difference is now he's sharp, his brain is sharp, and all this sitting up, trying to grab something and standing up. And he can, when you hold him, he will walk, he will play ball. When you're holding him, he will run around with the ball.
Really?
Yes.
And he wasn't doing this before?
No.
Welcome back. All right, with me in the studio today is Mr. Dominic Darius and his wife, Maribel Darius, and their wonderful child, Darius. You're welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you for making it. I know it's been hard. It was hard to take time out of your busy schedule to come over here, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure too.
And we've, folks, we've actually become good friends since when they started coming. When did you guys first come over?
November 2018.
November 2018. Whew, so that's over a year ago. All right, so let's start from the beginning. Darius is how old now?
He's 2 years and 7 months.
Okay, and when he first came to the clinic, he couldn't hold his neck up. What was the situation?
When he first comes to the clinic, he can't sit without support.
Okay.
Yes, so it was after the medications that he started sitting.
Okay. Well, let's go back a little bit because honestly, I want people to relate to your experience. I know yours is certainly not unique at all. You had attended you had attended antenatal clinic.
Yes.
You were taking your medications. Yes. Were you ill at all during the
No.
pregnancy?
No.
Okay. So everything was going on all right until the time you started having contractions.
Yes.
And it was time to go to the hospital.
Yes.
So what happened?
So the time for me to go to the hospital, it was in the middle of the night. So we went to the hospital, the PSC there. There's
PNC.
no, yes, there's no hospital, there's no doctor on call. So we are calling, no pick. So
You were calling, they weren't picking up the calls?
Yes, no one was picking the call. So I just have to give birth at home.
Okay.
So it was after I gave birth to him that he came out. He was not breathing. He was not crying. I see he's a stillbirth. But we just said, let's try our best. We use mucus extractor to extract some mucus from him, and up to nothing like bread or nothing like pus.
And it was Dominic that was doing that?
Yes, he was the one using the mucus extractor.
Yeah.
So after that, like an hour and 20 minutes, that was when he now sneezed. He now took a breath and stopped again. We're like, hey, he's actually alive. We started adding more efforts to see that he revived. So after that, he now started crying. But as he started crying, he didn't stop. He was just crying continuously till in the morning. We rushed him to the hospital. We were told that he's stressed at birth. So they gave him injections and we went back home.
All right.
So upon that, he was still crying till in the middle of the night of the second day. That was when he stopped crying. We thought he was actually sleeping. So before, as for me, I was stressed out because of the labor and delivery. So I slept off. He was the one that woke up and saw him jerking for breath.
Jerking?
Yes. He was actually jerking for breath. He woke me up. Is this how this baby is supposed to breathe? I was like, no, this is not normal. And that was around that kind of 10 o'clock in the night.
Okay.
So we rushed to the hospital. That was when they referred us to other hospitals, and he was put on oxygen for 3 days. And that was
it seems like he had a seizure.
Yes, he has a seizure.
During that time, okay.
Yes.
I was in oxygen for 3 days.
Yes, he was in oxygen for 3 days, and that was when he came out. They brought him out. They took the oxygen off, and the diagnosis, the tests, everything was taken, and they found out that he has birth asphyxia.
Birth asphyxia.
Yes.
Okay. Real quick, birth asphyxia in layman's terms is that there was damage to the brain and other organs because of lack of oxygen. There was a cutoff of the flow of blood and oxygen to the brain and other parts. Okay.
So we started appointments, going and coming every day, every month. We come. Sometimes they will tell us to come a week later. We come back, and the drugs we are administering one drug like that, Fabo, for the brain, and multivitamins and cod liver oils, and so it got to the time a point that after the drugs, nothing, even therapists for the legs, because he cannot hold his head, his neck, he cannot sit, he cannot do anything, just that he's alive. But normal, as a child is going, you see development, nothing like that. So that was when the doctor now referred us to Brain and Body Foundation.
The pediatrician?
Yes.
Referred you to Brain and Body Foundation.
Yes.
Wow, that's good. Pediatrician, are you hearing? Okay.
So that was when we came out. By that time, he's 1 year and 5 months.
Okay. And at that time, he could not do what?
He couldn't sit down.
He couldn't sit down.
He can't hold his neck. He can't control his hands. And that was...
He couldn't hold on to objects or anything like he's doing right now?
No.
Okay.
So as it started coming, we are on the medications.
Not medications. We don't give him medications, no. What do we call them?
Supplements.
Supplements is the general term, yes.
So he started taking them. Within a month or two, we started seeing changes. Yes.
What changes were those?
He started sitting down.
By himself?
By himself, without support. I started seeing that his neck, he's holding it, and his hand, he can control it a little bit. That was when we were like, this drug is actually working. We continued.
Not drugs.
The medications, the supplements is actually working. So we continued coming, and here we are today. He can walk, he can sit, he crawled very well, he can run right now. In fact, he's in school right now.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's in a normal class?
Yes, a normal class.
He's keeping up with the classwork,
Yes,
and he's following with everything going on?
Yes.
How's his speech?
His speech is clear because immediately he comes back from school, he'll start telling me what the songs they sang. He starts singing and dancing, jumping. In fact, he's lively now.
That's amazing.
Yes.
When he first came, was he able to mention any words or anything like that?
He can't
Not
talk
at all.
at that time.
At 1 year, 5 months.
Yes.
So at that time, he's the fourth of.
Yes.
Fourth of them all.
Fourth of them, yes.
Are you sure?
The last.
The last?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan. There you go. Okay, so he's the last of 4 children.
Yes.
At 1 year, 5 months, were your other kids? What were they say? What were they able to say at that time?
They can call mommy. They can say daddy. They can talk at that time.
They could ask you for things.
Yes, because my children at the age of 9, 10 months they've started working.
They're working and
Yes.
and active.
And before a year they started talking. But most of them a year, 4 months, I'll put them in school.
All right.
Yes.
So let me ask you this. Some may argue and say, well, he was just a little delayed, that he would have, these improvements would have happened anyway. What would you say to that?
Yeah, actually, humanly we thought, but if you check what happened before we got to Brain and Body Foundation, like the processes, he couldn't sit, he can't even hold his body like while seated, just to take a snap. But after we came to Brain and Body Foundation and those supplements were administered to him, the speed in growth was totally different. Yeah, so the therapies we've been going through, the whole improvement was quite different. The speed was clear that this is faster, as slow as it seems. But compared to before we came, it was evident that we just have to continue with this.
And that's really when you came over, because rarely do we have fathers coming to the center. It's usually the mothers that are the ones always concerned about their kids.
Yeah, I told her that I need to go see this place and, probably interact with these people. And then I was moved by seeing other children. Most of the people that brought their own kids there, they were like, wow, we shouldn't be here because of the improvement they saw on the child. I was like, no, I know how my kids develop. So this one is quite different. But they're like, yeah, but compared to the rest, you are, I'm like, but you are new here. Start this, and then you will testify just the way we are testifying.
Yeah, and I noticed too, Mirabel, you began to be like a mother of Israel kind of thing, always
Yes.
comforting and encouraging other people who are friendly with so many other people and all that. So, and as a matter of fact, Dominic has his own. You have a TV camera business.
Yeah, I run a multimedia company that's independent, and then I thought, okay, I saw your staff taking pictures with
their cell phones.
With cell phones. I was like, okay, if I am in charge of something like that, why don't I just make an offer, since we're getting all this for free? So I thought it's an opportunity to take and also deliver my own services for free too.
Yes.
Because so I made an offer and started.
I jumped at it. I jumped on it. Yes.
Cameras to the set and all that.
Oh man, we're really grateful for that. Really grateful. But at this point, we have to take a quick, short break, and we will be right back. Stay tuned. All right, we are back with the Danjumas, and we are talking about brain health and brain challenges in kids. Now, remember, we are not giving medications. We absolutely do not give medications. We leave that to the pediatricians and to the neurologists. Our job is simply to support the brain and the body with the right nutrients. And remember, we are dealing with building blocks. Nutrients are building blocks, and once you give the body and the brain the right building blocks, the body and brain will do the work of reconstituting, of repairing, of restoring, of regenerating, to bring you back to what the normal should be. And this does not just apply in kids, it applies in adults as well. And remember, we are backed by the federal government to do this. So we're not just rogue agents out there. So I don't want to waste too much more time, because I want to hear more of your story. You were saying something recently now, some of the recent developments you've seen in your kid.
Yeah, more importantly, right now, before, he couldn't get up from his sleep by himself to even sit up.
From his bed, you mean?
From his bed,
okay.
yeah. But right now, he can get up, sit up, stand up without holding anything, and even go to wherever he wants. Like, if he's in the room alone, he can walk to the kitchen to his mom by himself,
Wow.
calling, you know. So,
And this is how recent did you start noticing this?
it's from
Last
last
year.
year.
From last year?
Yes.
2 months ago, 3 months ago,
It's more
It's
than
up to 6 months now.
up to 6 months ago?
Yes.
Okay.
So then again, as he could do all these things, he couldn't talk, and we thought of maybe going to a speech therapist or something of that nature. So by the time we were talking about this and planning on when to go, the next day, the boy started talking, and he was calling me daddy. I was like, wow. So this boy doesn't want to go to any speech therapist.
He's kind of understood that you guys were trying to send him off somewhere.
Yeah, so he just started calling daddy. The next thing, he's trying to call his elder brother, Dominic. He's trying to call Domina. I was like, okay. So you could talk all this while you just decided to keep quiet.
How's his speech now?
No, he communicates very well.
Yes.
He communicates very well. You ask him a question, he answers you. And he wants something, he will tell you. Yeah. Even if you
Fantastic.
don't get some of the words clearly, but when he says, when he repeats, you will definitely get what he's saying.
I see.
Yeah.
Another thing we noticed, folks, and we've learned a great deal too from these conditions. But another thing we noticed is that many kids, their teeth aren't developed in time. So if a child is like 1 year old, he might have two teeth because of the brain the delayed milestones. But once we start giving them the nutrients, there's almost it just accelerates. It picks up really, really, really rapidly, and of course the speech and other things. Not all speech problems are due to the brain problems, so it could be due to hearing problems, it could be even due to a physical defect in the tongue and all that, but in most cases we've seen a lot has to do with the brain, and once we can improve brain function, it goes a long way. Now let me ask you this. You've been coming for how long? About a year plus, right?
Yeah.
How much have we taken? How much money has the Brain and Body Foundation taken from you?
Nothing, it's absolutely free.
Wow,
Yes.
no way, that can't be possible. No.
In fact, that was what moved me to make that offer, to be bringing cameras to cover your events and stuff like that.
Wow. Okay, so as we're talking about all this, I'm thinking the people that you, Mirabel, have interacted with, and I've seen them it's like people just gravitate towards you, and they just want to hear your story, and they want to maybe encourage them and things like that. So any examples, any stories you want to share with us and the audience?
Yes. So most of the parents, when they see my child, they'll be like, "Madam, you need to take this boy home. There's nothing wrong with him." I'll be like, "You need to see him before we started coming here. This is actually the way he is." And when I share my experience with them, and they see the way the boy has improved, they'll be like, "This actually what happened to the baby." I'll be like, "Continue coming. Is this medication that we've been taking, this supplement that we've been taking, that make this boy to become the way you're seeing him on now?" But if you continue, they'll be like, "For how long have you started coming out?" Explain to them. They'll be like, "Okay, that means it's okay." Like one woman, Miss Margaret, so she was like, "Okay, since my child is actually like this," because the child is the same thing. He was even older than my son, but as of that time, he can't even sit down. But right now, when I call her on the phone, because we do chat on WhatsApp, she'll tell me that right now the boy is also in school.
Wow.
Yes. And
so he's walking and...
No, he's not actually walking now, but he can stand up, he can sit up. But before, he can't sit up. And he can't even talk, he can't do anything. He's just there lying down as if, sorry for using this word, as an imbecile. You know how they behave. So that was actually how the boy was behaved that time. But now she will come and she will tell me, now this boy recognizes my voice. As in, when I talk, he's turning to know where I am.
Wow.
As in, he now recognizes the mom's voice. But unlike before, he's just as if he's lifeless lying down there. But right now there's improvement to the extent that the mom has to put him in school. And she told me that the boy can sit up now. He can start talking, make you understand what he's trying to say. But I keep on telling her, okay, continue, because me that I have not stopped. So even if it takes me 10 years, I'll continue coming to Brain and Body Foundation, because until I see my boy is okay, the way I want him to be, before I will stop. So that is just it.
And that's fantastic and good. And I want to applaud both of you for your tenacity, really, because it's not easy. We have parents coming in from way out of town, Kuje and onwards, and just because of their kids. Again, it's mostly the mothers, but we see fathers too come in as well. So it's very, very important. And it's not an immediate process. Medications sometimes usually work a lot faster. That's my experience. Supplements, nutraceuticals, nutrients, they work a lot slower because the body has to take them in and then use them as building blocks and rebuild the body. Remember, our catchphrase is building strength. So the body has to take that and reconstitute and repair what needs to be repaired. Do you have any words of advice for parents who are going through such experience?
Of course I do.
Mm-hmm.
The whatever of advice is, don't give up, no matter what is it. Because when I was struggling with this boy at that tender age, even the doctor, most of them told me, but I just have to bear it anyhow. You see this boy, he might not talk, he might not walk. You know how most of doctors...
Wait. The doctor said that he might not...
Yes, he might not talk, he might not walk, he might not... they told me maybe he might be imbecile, as in... But when I looked at him, I was like, he's not dripping, as in spit dripping from his mouth. So I know that imbecile, they always drip.
Mm-hmm. They drool
they drool. Nothing like that. I was like, no. They told, every time I go, they'll say, Madam, please, this baby, for him to survive, that's a day old, before, as they brought him to the hospital, he's a miracle child. In fact, in the hospital, they used to call him Miracle. Up till now, if I go there, Miracle, how are you, all those things, you know. But I was like, no, this is not my child. You speak positive to your child. It's not because the doctor say he can't do this, you just grab it and say, after all, you relax, that the doctor say he can't do this. So when you take the bold step, go to the right medication, you see that everything will be okay within time.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And also, sometimes you get different kind of comments from people, family, neighbors, or whatever, saying, this is a spiritual issue, you have to go to this spiritualist. I'm like, okay, if my child has a spiritual issue, then I don't have a problem because I'm not a spiritualist. Then God will handle it. But right now, my son is diagnosed of something. I have to go treat this thing. I can't stand here and be accepting comments like, he has a spiritual problem. No. So you parents have to know what's wrong with your kids.
Yeah.
Take that step. Go to the right place.
Yes.
Search for answers.
Yes. And then again, early detection, pay attention to your children, whatever the case. That night, if I wasn't awake, we wouldn't have noticed that this boy was having a seizure.
Right.
We could have been, maybe wake up in the morning and discover his dead body. So I was so, not at rest. I was on my toes and I noticed what happened.
That's a very, 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 very important point. Thank you guys so much. They're screaming at us that the time is up. But I think it was really important that we heard those last pieces of advice because it's critical that people know this. We're going to have to wrap it up here and shut it down. But thank you so much for joining us on this show. And thank you again, Mr. and Mrs. Dominic, for coming over.
Thank you,
Listen, there's been a great experience. We will see you next week. God bless and have a great week.
In recent times, Ofada rice has gained popularity in Nigeria and beyond. It is now widely cultivated while attracting other key service areas in the farming industry. What is the state of Ofada rice in Ogun State today? Please come along with me. Ofada rice cultivation has been part of our agriculture in Ogun State since time immemorial. Grown in subsistence, it was scarce. Nevertheless, due to concerted efforts by farmers in recent times, it became readily available in the market. Government involvement at every stage of production has also taken the crop to industrial level. Some people gave their opinions on the state of Ofada rice production in Ogun State today.
But when you have young people who are ready to produce, and when you have industries who have established mill with that farm, that we're talking about industrialization, industrial opportunity. So a good number of off-takers are keen up to purchase Ofada rice paddy from Ogun farmers. And people we're also keen into agricultural opportunity, direct investment, foreign, local, and national investment in agriculture. And some of these people, they're actually into establishing a rice mill. Some of them want to fill their mill with Ofada rice. We also have a project we are doing, IFAD, federal government project, and they're also supporting young people into growing Ofada rice. So we're growing rice in 8 local government areas in Ogun State.
Because our farmers have not been adopting good agronomic practices, that has denied them the reward of having higher yields on their Ofada farm. Good agronomic practices are deployed. Ofada rice can also yield as much as 3 to 4 tons in an upland area, and more than that in lowland area.
We have different Ofada that people are doing from different states. The real Ofada is from Ogun State, and we have it, and we are bold enough to tell you we have Ofada gold. We have 2 types of Ofada. There is Ofada white Ofada and gold Ofada. This one we planted is all gold, Ofada gold. When you even people that have diabetes, they even rush. Doctor used to tell them that they should go for Ofada instead of those white one.
Perhaps with more efforts in Ofada rice production, the Gateway State has a future among states contributing to Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings in the world of agriculture.
Mr. Roland! Mr. Roland!
Market leader. Hey, our own market leader. How are you today?
I did find you. Long time. Mr. Roland, I don't look for you since last week.
Sorry about that. I was out of town for a while, but I'm here now.
I be you travel abroad. This one where you just dey shine.
Market leader, please don't crack my ribs. I am a local politician. I can't afford such luxuries. Not at all. Market leader, why did you decide to step down for Madam Yaounde?
Mr. Roland, now I make her dey look for you. I no step down for anybody. Now lie then they lie.
Really?
Now true I dey tell you. Now Madam wetin she talk say be her name. Now she dey carry rumor. They spoil me about. But by the special grace of God, she no go succeed.
But if that is the case, why haven't I seen your nomination paper?
I go send them. Shebi it never close.
No, but it will close this week. Definitely.
I know. I go send my campaign manager come your office tomorrow.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay,
that's
thank
you. Market leader, that reminds me. I am calling a meeting of all women politicians next week here in Area 11 Center.
Next week?
Next week.
Abi?
Yes.
No problem, I go come.
You'll be there.
I go come.
And one other thing, market leader. I am sad. The way you and others are going about your campaign. You see, politics is like sport. You win today, you lose tomorrow.
Not true you talk, Mr. Roland. You no lie at all. Not true.
If you know that I'm saying the truth, then why introduce Togri into your campaign?
No be me, no be me. Now Madam Yaounde they carry talk plus area boys follow body. Yes. Now she they carry talk and area boys about. If I never carry talk follow body.
If that is the case.
In fact, I even hear say she don't they go carry kill and go join body. Yes.
But the report on my table says that the two of you are going after each other with talks.
Now lie, the report no correct. I never carry talk follow body. If I not be market leader, I go die.
No, not at all.
I not go die. So now waiting go make me carry talk follow body. Waiting.
Well, I am glad to hear that. I'm really happy to hear that. Please, don't indulge yourself in such barbaric practice.
Mr. Roland, look. Anybody where they carry talk. I be the follow talk play. Even carry am near body. Go look and where. He himself na talk. Yes, and talk not supposed to be leader of better people.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, my hand not there for talk matter.
Okay, just make sure that you attend the meeting for next week.
No problem, I go come.
Okay.
I not get anything where they hide for corner. So,
okay.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, till then.
Okay. Mr. Roland. Mr. Roland, come.
What is it again?
Look up there. Look.
Where?
You see him? Now, Madam Yaounde be that. You see him? You see?
Don't worry.
Stop. So,
don't worry.
I don't talk my own.
We will handle all that next week.
Okay.
Just don't copy her bad behaviors.
Make
Don't
I
at
just
all.
want show you, make you see him. Now for better house than born me. You hear?
Okay. No
bye. Greet your family for me.
I will. Just make sure you attend the meeting.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye.
Do my friend. Chop small groundnut now.
Bo auntie Teliwaya, hungry no catch me.
I know say this kind disappointment, you know they let hungry catch person. But still yet, you go try make you put something for belly. Abeg.
Thank you, Auntie Teliwaya. God will bless you.
Ami.
God will bless you.
Ami.
Thank you very much.
No wahala.
But Auntie Teliwaya, you know think say the interest where this woman put for that money, you know think say too much?
You mean Janet?
Yes, so.
I don't think like that. That 7% where she put on top, you know plenty. I don't think.
I've been the thing say she go make her like 5%. Me, I feel so other people will not go reach like that.
Well, If it be true, Sha, because me, it don't tell when I collect money for her hand. So I no can know how many percent where they collect now. Eh? But the thing where I fit tell you be say, that money where she go put on top her own. So, Natasha Ray go be. That's why they call her slow and steady.
No wahala. No wahala. I go pay her. Make I just come on my neck for this bese wey NEPA put me through.
No worry, my friend. No worry. God don't already commode this bese for your neck. Now prayer na remain now. Make this power holding people. Make they let us to the see light. At least even small safe.
Prayer. Prayer. Those ones then they hear prayer.
My friend. If they no hear prayer, then go hear curse. Now so.
I mean, I thought that the house belonged to an Arab sheikh. Can you imagine?
It's because you don't know that there are Area 11 sheikhs.
But you know, seriously, I mean, why this display, this vulgar display of wealth? I mean, in the midst of common poverty.
What wealth?
Even if the man is wealthy, is this the best way to display it?
What
I mean,
wealth?
this is too much.
What are you considering as wealth? Is this wealth? This is not a display of wealth. It is a common display of stupidity. A man's wealth is the good he does in the world. So says the prophet.
You are very correct, Madam Bello.
Yeah.
Very, very correct. You know, there is a saying in my place that a rich man in the midst of a dozen poor men is himself a poor man.
Correct. I agree.
There is a saying close to that in my village. But I can't remember exactly how it is said now.
Barrister.
The problem with you is you have stayed too long in the city.
I agree with you.
You have to go back home.
I agree with you, Madam Bello. Completely.
Now I see that both of you want to banish me to the village. Isn't it? Is that it?
It is not like so. Any person who can remember the saying of his people, so go back home so that you will be reminded. She cannot.
That is true.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. I accept. Yeah. But before you banish me to the village, let me share a character with you. One character.
Character, did you say?
Oh, yes, character. Oh. You see, there used to be this character on television in those days called Why Worry? He was a barber, a very popular character then. Okay. You know, he had this philosophy that I liked so very much. Then he would say to his customers, if you worry, you die.
All right.
If you don't worry, you die. So, why worry?
That's very true. You know, see? I think I remember him too.
You do?
A one-eyed barber.
That's him. Yeah. That's the man. Why worry?
Why worry the barber? You know, he also used to say, why worry if you don't build houses or mansions? If you do, can you sleep in more than one room at once?
My point exactly.
One room. No. Can anybody occupy one room? Can anybody, no matter how part, can he occupy more than a corner on a bed in one room? One corner, one small corner.
Thank
Very
you,
true.
Malambi.
And you know, Big Bear, remember he also used to say that if you buy plenty cars because you want to show off your wealth, can you sit in the owner's corner of more than one car at the same time? It's not possible.
It's not, my brother. Why worry the barber?
Why worry the barber?
No, you know, that man had native intelligence.
Well, native or not, I mean, his philosophies were right. They were impeccably right. Yeah,
that's true. Why worry the barber?
Why worry the barber?
Wallahi, I wish I can see this why worry. Wallahi. By the way, where can I get his video or CD to buy? Because wallahi, he sounds a very interesting.
I am not sure his CDs are available anymore. Yeah, there were no CDs at that time.
There were no CDs then.
I'm not sure.
Allah, Sarki.
What a very interesting character, I tell you.
Wallahi, it is very interesting.
It's a shame you never got to know him.
But gentlemen, looking beyond why worry and his philosophy, I mean, the question now is, how do we stop this wanton display of our collective wealth by a few?
Wallahi, it is very simple. Wallahi, very simple.
Simple, you said?
Simple? It is very, very simple,
So what is simple? How?
Stopping our public officers
from dipping their hand into common purse and stealing public money.
Yeah.
Wallahi, it has a very simple solution.
Okay. All right, Malam Bello, tell us, what is this simple solution?
Thank you.
Please tell us.
Barrister. We are going to insist that public officers should declare their assets, make it public and open for everybody to see.
Come off it, Malam Bello, come on.
That's not
Come off it.
Asset declaration has been with us for ages, decades.
That's right.
And it has not stopped anything. Corruption is everywhere. Embezzlement is going on.
Smoothly, without hindrance.
The problem is it has not been declared open and public for everybody to see. Let us all see it. And that is the problem.
Wait a minute. I think I'm beginning to see where you're going. Asset declaration has never been open and public.
Thank you very much. Yeah. I am very happy that you understand what I am saying.
That's true.
You see, all they do is employ the service of a lawyer, and together they will cook up a pig of what they are going to steal. And the lawyer will go to and swear affidavit, finish.
I beg your pardon, Malam Bello.
I beg your pardon too.
What is that supposed to mean?
What is it not supposed to mean? Has asset declaration been made public before? Huh?
I have never been a public servant. How am I supposed to know?
Big Ben, am I correct or not?
You are very correct, Malam Bello.
Now, thank you very much. Eh? And who are those that take the declaration before the commissioner of oath? Lawyers.
I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon.
I can't sit down and be taking all this from you.
What do you mean?
It's okay. It's okay.
What do you mean?
It's okay.
The problem is of Area 11 is lawyers.
What about you businessmen? You businessmen who go about inducing public officials just to get contract. You are the main problem.
Did I come to you for contract?
You go around collecting
contract.
What do you mean? You go around inducing public officials and collecting
contract. What does he mean by what you say?
How can you sit here and be casting ashes on me? What does he mean?
Malam Bello, it's all right. It's all right.
You are going to look at white and you are turning it to black.
Gentlemen, look, this is
not good enough. You have proof?
This is not good enough.
I mean, look, Big Ben, for everything you say, you must have proof to justify whatever you say. You can't just sit down and just begin to throw black
statements. It's all right, barrister. Come on.
Get people to educate you, Malam Bello.
Malam Bello, it's okay. I said
it's
okay.
Please.
It's okay. Look, gentlemen, this is not good enough. Look, the issue here is not shifting buck. We shouldn't be passing buck to each other. We have a problem in Area 11 Center, and we all should address that problem. That's the thing.
That is what we should do. And not begin to sit down and be pointing fingers at somebody else.
We all are guilty in one way or the other. That's the simple truth. So now, gentlemen, how do we go forward from here? That is the issue.
Well,
from cultural to contemporary, north to south, east to west, NTA Entertainment brings you the best in entertainment. NTA, your one-stop entertainment channel.
Welcome to Nigeria, a fascinating country. Take a trip through one of the most beautiful places on earth. A journey of discovery. A unique opportunity to get in touch with unspoiled nature. A land of beautiful contrasts. An experience you won't forget. Enjoy. Relax. Explore. Discover. Fascinating Nigeria.
Okay. You say me she come meet you for Jabila in Abi? For inside market? Now for which number may she come? 45. Number 45. You do well, my friend. You do river join am. Thank you. No, if not that one, now my friend, I sabi am well, and I ready to stand for him. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Now. She go come now. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Oh yeah. She dey wait you for Jabi line. Come dey go.
God go bless you, Auntie Teliwaya.
Plenty am you.
This one where you can't comot me for this gbese wey never put for my head, so wetin make I come do for you, eh?
Now wetin friend supposed to do for him friend, now I do for you now. I no do and say make you for come do something for me now.
God go bless you, Auntie Teliwaya.
And I don't say plenty.
God go bless you. Make her dey go. God go bless
run.
you.
Do quick.
Thank you, Auntie
Do
Teliwaya.
quick, my friend. No
you.
worry. Do. Hi. Nepa. One day.
The thing to do is to go back to the basics, really.
And that is?
Implementing to the letter the spirit of asset declaration. The laws are there, but just that we have been looking the other way. Look, what we need in essence is the political will to implement and enforce the law. Once we have that, it's good at home and dry.
I think I agree with you, Barrister. I agree with you. And I think we should start with the forthcoming elections into the position of market leader.
I think I agree with you too,
That's right, yeah.
Wallahi, let us use this as a test case. Wallahi. So what are we going to do? Are we going to swear another affidavit?
No, Malambelo, no. What we need, like I said earlier, is the political will. Okay? Let all of us, through the committee saddled with the responsibility of screening our candidates, insist that candidates must declare their assets publicly.
Alhamdulillah.
Once we have that done, then we have the opportunity to scrutinize whatever is declared before they can go into the elections. It's as simple as that.
Angama.
You understand?
Lawyer and talaka.
That's what I was trying to explain to you and you wouldn't listen to me.
No, I think I should call Multi Mama right away. She's the chairperson of the screening committee.
Okay. Let her know that. That the committee should insist that assets be declared publicly before candidates can go into the elections. It's as simple as that.
That's all see.
Hello? Yeah, Multi Mama. Yes, it's Big Bear. Oh, sure. So how are you? Please, could you spare us 10 minutes? Yeah, we would like to see you. Malambelo is here and Barrister as well. Yeah, it's something.
Welcome, madam. Madam, I did. I thank God.
How market?
Madam, market day.
Well done.
Abel, sit down.
Okay.
Well done, madam.
Thank you, Ogavendo.
Thank God. Welcome.
Well done.
Welcome. So, Alpha, you see Mr. Roland?
I see him, my brother.
What do you talk?
Now him I say make I come thank you.
That one has nothing now. That one has nothing.
You try.
So the thing we are talking not true, Abi?
Not true, my brother.
See.
They go tell Mr. Roland say me I talk say I no want do again.
And you know tell us so, Abi? You see,
that's where me and them see.
That say now politics be that. Now proper politics for you be that. This one go chop, this one no go chop. If this one chop, this one no go chop. Now proper politics be that. But when I don't settle now.
Yes, so we don't settle. He said make I bring my form, come meet am for screening office tomorrow.
That one good, Abi. No, madam.
Thank you. Now I say make I come thank you.
Because
if not because of you, I no go know the go wear that Obosi masquerade we call herself Madam Yaounde one.
Madam Yaounde. Now that one has no, no, madam.
Thank you.
I bet make I bring Zobo for you.
No worry yourself. I won't go Benue line, go do small campaign.
Okay. Okay, madam.
Thank you.
Bye, madam.
Thank you.
Madam, I beg, if you reach there, no follow them fight.
Me, you not trust me?
I trust you, madam.
Thank you.
Equal Madam, the mother. Well done, madam.
Thank you.
Politics.
Amen.
So the woman will just lose that kind of thing.
Where do you go to discover a city with contrasts? From traditional history to modern creativity, from cultural delights to golden sandy beaches. Where do you go to shop, visit museums, art galleries, and party the night away? There's only one city in Africa where all these hidden treasures can be discovered. Come and explore Lagos. Lagos is Africa's largest city, located in the southwestern coastal region of Nigeria. It is the hub of aviation in West Africa. Lagos is a pulsating city which breathes life into her people and visitors who fall in love with the vibrant energy she exudes. Lagos, a city of wonders and rich history, a city that blends tradition with Western cultures. Visit Badagry, which was in the 17th century the hub for the relics of slave trade, a place where the first story building in Nigeria was constructed. Today, we have various museums, cultural artifacts, and historical sites. In Ekpe, take a walk along the Shungbo Eredo. It's Africa's single largest man-made monument built over 1,000 years ago. As you enter Lagos from Badagry and Ekpe along the coastal townships of Lagos, it is very common to see local fishermen hard at work. The Lekki Conservation Center is a foundation committed to conserving Nigeria's resources. The center is an initiative to protect the wildlife and mangrove forests. It houses the longest canopy walk in Africa. For the sun, the sand, and sea lovers, Lagos has numerous boats and yacht clubs where you can hop on a boat and sail away to some hidden sandy treasures. In the heart of Victoria Island is situated some of Lagos's most well-known hotels and restaurants. From local meals to foreign dishes, you can find a variety of foods which will delight your taste buds. At almost every corner, one can find grilled meats being sold, popularly known as suya. Lagos, the fashion capital of Africa, has attracted many world-renowned designers. There are various Lagos-based designers whose fashion-forward pieces are coveted by celebrities all over the world. The booming fashion scene in Lagos is definitely one to keep an eye on. Moving away from coastal Lagos, we travel inland to where it is known as the mainland. If you want to visit the local markets, then Tejosho Market and Balogun Market are just a few destinations where local artisans trade items such as carvings, paintings, and materials. You can visit the shrine and watch Nigeria's best musicians perform live. The shrine was named after Nigeria's music hero, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. You can never visit Lagos without enjoying the city at night. The bars and club open and light up the skyline. You can find somewhere to relax, dance, and party the night away any day of the week. Lagos at night is one you must experience to understand. It is compelling, the energy is captivating, and it allows you to forget the stresses of daily life. If you're a Christian, you must attend the annual Experience event held in Lagos. It is acclaimed to be the largest gospel event in Africa and probably the world. For the Muslims, Friday prayers can be held at any of the wonderful and beautiful mosques spread around Lagos. Many multinational companies have set up head offices in Lagos due to the state's lucrative and fast-growing economy, making it the business hub of West Africa. With the modern and new developments like the Lekki Free Trade Zone, which is being built, Lagos will be a more dynamic commerce and trade center. The Apapa Port in Lagos is West Africa's busiest container terminal, handling over 625,000 consignments annually, helping to boost global trade in Lagos. With technological advances and multinational firms sinking their financial teeth into the city, it is no wonder that Lagos continuously progresses. In a few years, the skyline of Lagos will change as the Eco-Atlantic city is currently being developed. Eco-Atlantic will be a pristine piece of waterfront real estate, which will not only be the most expensive property market across Africa, it will also be the largest privately funded project of its type in the world. Lagos is an expanding city that attracts tourists from other local Nigerian cities and international travelers who want a true taste of modern traditional Africa. It's the fastest growing economy in Africa and the 4th fastest in the world. For the best festivals, movies, music, fashion, food, beaches, nightclubs, and fun-loving people, there's only one place to be. What are you waiting for? Visit Lagos today.
This vaccine is safe and it has been certified safe and usable by NAFTA.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Prize hunt from 1xBet. Register or log in on the 1xBet website. Bet at least $2 USD on sports. Get tickets. And win amazing prizes. Start hunting for an awesome Samsung Galaxy A71 smartphone. Or 40-inch Samsung TV. The more you bet, the greater your chances of winning a prize. Don't miss your chance. Prize hunt from 1xBet.
Contemporary times require practical skills to remain competitive and relevant in your organization. Therefore, take advantage of NTA TV College short proficiency courses to sharpen your professional skills. Intermediate camera operation techniques. Date 17th May to 11th June 2021. 4 weeks. Electrical power, earthing, lighting, UPS, inverter and solar system. Date 31st May to 4th June 2021. 1 week. Studio broadcast equipment and OB operations. Date 14th June to 18th June 2021. 1 week. English grammar and pronunciation for broadcasters. Date 28th June to 23rd July 2021. 4 weeks. The course per participant. While the course fee for the 1 week course is 40,000 naira only. Accommodation inclusive. Venue for all the courses is the serene and secure environment of NTA TV College near Old Government House, Rayfield, Jos. For more inquiries, please call 0806 980 9807. NTA TV College, Jos. Training you to